White Shark Video Sharkcast. I am your host, Skyler Thomas.
Okay, welcome to the Unnamed Shark Podcast. Myself and Dan Abbott are giving this a whirl. We're going to start with something fun. We're going to look at tiger shark encounters, also known by most people. Yeah. You might know them as attacks. And so that we get your interest, let's call them attacks briefly. So for those of you who don't know, I am a filmmaker, shark diver, and so is Dan Abbott. Dan, tell us something brief about yourself.
I film things mostly underwater, currently in Mallorca in the Mediterranean, which is actually much colder than you'd expect.
So rough diving. It's not like the Bahamas.
In the summertime, it's very nice. Yeah, it's winter right now though, so the water is quite cold. But yeah, in the summer we had about 29 degrees of water, which is actually too much for the Med. It was a bit of a heat wave, so not doing too good. But yeah,
that's happening
in the summertime. It's nice.
That's happening everywhere. We won't go down that road track. We're going to be typical and just talk about shark attacks. Let's see. So we're focusing on tiger sharks exclusively today. Dan and I did do some tiger shark diving in the Bahamas together, and we had Dan. When I was searching through footage to show today, I got to tell you, some of the conditions other people have down there just made me sick. Dan and I had terrible conditions. Dan had Emma. What is she? 15 feet? 18 feet?
If you're going to ask me in feet, I'm not sure. It's like
meters.
Close to 4 meters, I think.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's the kind of visibility where if she was to bite you, you wouldn't see her tail, basically. Yeah.
I think it was worse than that, to be honest.
Actually, it might have been.
But anyway, some of these people in the Bahamas just have sharks in perfect clear conditions, just coming around the clock, never ending tiger sharks. And they do they're so chill that they make a great attraction for people to come and dive with. But they do have a little bit of a sneaky side to them. But what's the rule you should always do with sharks, Dan?
Keep your head on a swivel.
Keep your head on a swivel, also known as keeping your eye on the shark. If you don't want the shark to come close. And if you do want the shark to come close, then you pretend that you're not paying attention. And then he gets a little bit braver.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, I am going to categorize these as shark investigations.
Okay, I'm happy to go with that for now.
All right. And everyone at home, as you're watching us analyze these, you start asking yourself if that is a more appropriate term or if attack is the best term or another term, negative.
Where are these videos from? Where did you find them?
Multiple locations. We've got South Africa, we've got the Bahamas, we've got Fiji.
Okay.
And okay. I am sharing my screen. Dan hasn't seen these yet, so this is going to be first reactions for him.
God. I mean, first of all, the size of that mouth is unbelievable.
That guy's head fits in that mouth many times.
Yeah, it could genuinely bite his head off. Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Look at that mouth.
Here it comes again.
Unbelievably huge mouth.
I paused it here on purpose because what I think is cool, I'm watching this on a really big screen and I can barely see the shark. That shark is the same color as the surroundings. And I just think people have to appreciate how well sharks blend in, and that you think you know where they are, and the next thing you know, they're right next to you.
Yeah, and there's so many other fish around as well. It's
Oh,
also making the
oh yeah, the sharks get to hide behind these other ones. And then I paused it right here too. Take a look at this diver. He has no idea. And that's one of the feeders. He's got the chainmail on.
that will help.
Now I think he knows. That mouth just gets bigger and bigger.
So what's that shark doing? What's it trying to do? Do you think there? Has he got food in his hand?
I'm going to show you right now. Look at that. It almost looks like he still doesn't see it yet. He just now sees it. You asked me, what's the shark doing? Why is it there? So you look at this diver on the side here, and there's a dark thing. He's feeding it by hand. So he is he's like bringing that shark toward his fellow diver. So of course the shark's approaching. Here, buddy, come eat my friend's head. He pulls back, and then a third diver comes in. So the third diver is the one who saves the day. Look at that mouth.
Yeah. Wow.
And look at those teeth. And there's the bait box. So
I see. Yeah. Wow. Oh, so he's sitting in front of it.
So look, from a PR standpoint, that definitely doesn't look good for the sharks. That looks like he's ready to eat the guy's head. But my argument is that you've got someone holding a piece of fish out right in front of the shark. You've got the bait box there. The shark is going the correct direction that his senses are telling it to go. And then this guy pops his head up right in front of the, oncoming traffic.
What's their eyesight like looking forwards in that close proximity, do you think? Can you, when it's that close, does it see the person?
I'm glad you asked that, and you're almost jumping the gun, because our next clip